Hi, I'm PhilXV, and this is my Supercharged Crosstrek. I added a couple of mods to it, courtesy of Neo. He was the turbo Subaru Crosstrek that I met, and he told me a couple mods that I should have on this car, and he showed me his, and his is amazing. It's incredible. He told me I need a oil cooler, and he showed me how to install it, and I also learned how to install a CVT temperature gauge from him too, it's awesome. I did have 440cc injectors that I installed, and the injectors were bad. I don't know if they were leaking, I don't know if they were sticking open, sticking closed, but you know, I got legit Denso 440cc injectors, and they were just bad. And you know, it's right before the drag race at the Atco Dragway this weekend. I'm probably still gonna go, because I like having fun. So I tried joining a couple of car clubs, and one of them told me that I did not have enough mods on my card to join their car club. Not enough mods. You're the only one that's supercharged. You need more. You need 2 superchargers. Maybe 3 superchargers. They had a bunch of stock cars there anyway, but yeah, I couldn't get in because I didn't have enough mods. Another one told me, as like, oh, we're currently full and we're not recruiting at the moment. If you actually go on their page, they recruited 5 WRXs and 1 BRZ. And I was like, yeah, really, you're full of something. It was kind of depressing. You know, because I don't know if it's because I drive a Crosstrek, because I steal the scene, because nobody's seen something like this. It's crazy. I still decided to keep up with the car community, and I'm glad I did. So I did the Jim Mack car event. They host it once a month. It's in York, PA, and I met a bunch of really nice people with really unique cars. The one guy had a Subaru Royale. I've never even heard of that, and he did an engine swap on it. And I was like, mind blown. It was so cool. Lifted WRX with off-road tires on it. That was badass. An Impreza, the same gen as mine. And it was like totally STI'd out. It was so cool. And I inspired somebody there to supercharge his own car. And he's going to be using the Eaton M45. That's the supercharger I actually recommend people, if they want to try and build my build, use that. It's smaller, easier to work with, it's got a bigger pulley on it, it generates boost a lot better and easier than this thing, and the overboost pulley is just like way too much boost for these cars. And I'll show you some of the mods. Testing this out, I'm using an aluminum plate to force airflow into the radiator, but also have some airflow into the engine bay. The 2015 WRX heat exchanger. And 1/2-inch radiator hose. I bought 7 feet, but I only used 6, but I recommend just you buying a little bit more than what you need. There's 2 pieces here. You get that cooler, and then there's a connecting rod that goes inside the cooler that connects the filter to the housing. And then I run some radiator hoses down the back here. Yeah, add more light. You can kind of see it. There they are. Now those are wired up to my heater core, and that was recommended by Neo. It's a NJDR Subaru on Instagram. But there's BRZs that will hook it up to the big radiator lines, the ones underneath too. They have the throttle body over here. They just hook it up to the throttle body. And you could still run it to the throttle body if you really wanted to. But this was pretty easier, and it was right there, and there's a lot of flow. It was a lot cheaper than buying the kit. If you just buy the 2 pieces and then some hose and clamps. And down there is your CTVF heat exchanger cooler. It's hooked up to the radiator and your CVT transmission. And just like the radiator hose, you just clamp it down, snip it. You lose very little fluid, and then you get the sensor adapter extender. No, it's like it's a T fitting sensor adapter extender. Then the sensor that comes with your kit. I grounded it to my junkyard, and then I have the wire running. And if you're ever like under the dashboard where all my wiring is, you'll just see that everything's black wires. I only bought black wires. So it's like, is this the ground wire? Well, let's find out. And that's pretty much it. My my oil temperatures don't seem to go over 198. That was a 2 hours drive to York, PA for Jim Max, and didn't go above 198. My CVT temperature, it stays low too. So, you know, this car's a tank. Yes, that was a baby seat in my car. He is 3 weeks old, and this is Tristan. And I'll see you next time.